Greg, thank you for being here.
Lori, it's good to be here.
You know, it is hard to wrap your mind around such a terrible, terrifying attack. We're talking about that 3-month-old baby. Let's go into this case and talk about where things stand right now, because no charges have been filed in this case.
Well, a horrific, very vicious attack where a grandfather and a 3-month-old were viciously mauled by 7 dogs that was their own pets. This attack was so vicious when law enforcement showed up trying to separate the dogs that were still attacking the flesh of the young child. They wouldn't stop. They had to be shot and euthanized, many of them on the spot. Fast forward down the interstate in Monroe County, we had a 70-year-old grandmother who was mauled by a pack of 27 animals that were untethered, that were loose.
Yeah, she was horrifically injured, lots of lacerations and bites. She did survive, and in this case, people were charged. So let's talk about
four
kind of
individuals charged. Well, let's talk about Tennessee as it relates to criminal charges regarding dog bites. But let me tell you, it's a problem. In Tennessee, there are 318 insurance claims totaling $11 million for dog bites. You have $4.5 million dog attacks a year, 800,000 result in serious injury, and 50 deaths every single year.
But the laws here, compared to other states, seem to be pretty lax.
They do. So let's talk about if you have a dog that is either classified as a vicious dog or it's untethered.
A quote-unquote bully dog.
A bully dog.
Yeah.
If there is serious bodily injury. Now, just a bite will get you a misdemeanor. That's a slap on the wrist. Property damage will get you even a lesser slap on the wrist.
What about death?
But a serious bodily injury. Now, Lori, this is important. Not just bodily injury. It takes serious bodily injury to make a dog attack a Class E felony. That's the least of our felonies. Felonies range from A to first-degree murder.
All the way down to
E. So that would carry a sentence of 1 to 2 years with probation assumed. If there's death involved, it enhances it to a D as in dog, ironically, and that only carries a 2 to 4 year sentence with a presumption of probation. So think about this. If these people, if individuals hit another person, committed an aggravated assault with serious bodily injury, they were criminally negligent, much more severe penalties, but really not a lot of teeth for people that don't tether or are not responsible pet owners.
So the law should change in your mind to act as a deterrent for people and just to let people know you can't mess around with this. Take care of your dogs.
Well, we debate on whether it's the breed or whether it's the owner.
Right.
You know, dogs are gentle and they're not kind and they're loyal until they're not. You know, gun owners have a responsibility to keep guns locked around children. Pet owners have the same degree of responsibility. So, and if you're a neighbor and you encounter a dog that damages property, attacks an animal, pick up the phone and call, because these two cases are very unfortunate wake-up calls.
Yes, they are. All right, Greg, thank you.
Thanks, guys. And if you have a legal question, send it to AskIsaacs@WATE.com. And remember, we talk with Greg every Wednesday at 5:30 right here on Channel 6. For a deeper conversation, you can watch right now on WATE 6+.